Yeah, it's not different than what I did for the previous two firms, but it really centers around this core assumption that when a company receives funding or is otherwise experiencing the type of growth and momentum where the future stated vision is very different from where it is today. And the founders of those companies can usually tell you pretty concisely how they're going to get from here to there when it comes to uh, product roadmap, technology. Well, these are the go-to-market strategies we're going to implement. There's a lot of thought that goes into those strategies. But when you ask them how they're going to get their people, you either get no response or something that's oversimplified. Like we'll just hire a bunch of engineers, or we'll build out an enterprise go-to-market team. And while that might be the correct answer, how do you do that?
Yeah.
Requires a suite of capabilities and functions and technology and best practice that the founders have usually very limited, if any, experience implementing. And I've done it myself inside of companies and operating roles, and I've seen it done across the spectrum from terribly to really well at hundreds of companies that I've advised and worked with over the years. My offering is to come and help them map out the journey from the company they have today to the company they want to have and call it 12 to 24 months on a trajectory toward this broader vision, all around the people ops and talent side.
Mhm.
So what are your capabilities and how do they need to adapt in terms of internal functions, the people who do them, the seniority of those people in a lot of cases is a higher profile than the company might have ever hired before. The volume of people is typically at a higher level than anything they've ever hired before. The work and the infrastructure and the process and systems that need to be implemented to support that. Are there people ops things that you need to do now that you didn't have to do before, like internal communication or performance management or retention programs, manager training, uh, executive team alignment? These are all things in the portfolio of what I've helped other companies put together so that they can grow up,
Yep.
essentially. And meanwhile, like, a critical part of all of this is there will most certainly be key roles identified in this process of what you need to do to grow up. And I might know a lot of people who can fill those roles. And that network that I built over the decades really comes to play in terms of making thoughtful, curated introductions